Mussolini rose to power after the March on Rome in 1922. Just 6 years later, he had established himself as the absolute dictator, and he took the title of Duce. He conquered Ethiopia in 1934 and annexed Albania in 1939, the same year that he joined a Tripartite Pact with Nazi Germany and Imperial Japan. He lost power and popularity after suffering major defeats in North Africa, Greece, the Balkans, and Russia. Allied forces landed in Sicily on July 9, 1943, and an invasion of Italy's mainland was inevitable. Germany would not promise sufficient forces to defend against such an onslaught, and the fascist Grand Council also turned against Mussolini, arresting him on July 25, 1943. Fascist organizations were dissolved, and Marshal Pietro Badoilo was appointed as Prime Minister of Italy. Italy wanted to remain neutral, but Churchill insisted on the country's cooperation as the cost of the passage back. Just a few weeks later, on October 11th, Badoglio's brand new government declared war on Germany. Meanwhile, the Germans were setting Mussolini up as the head of a puppet regime in northern Italy. This area was the Italian Social Republic, and it had been occupied by the Germans since September of 1943. But by April of 1945, Mussolini knew he was in deep trouble. The Allies were advancing north through Italy, and knowing that the communist partisans in Italy would also try him as a war criminal, he decided his best bet was to flee to a neutral country. On April 28, 1945, Mussolini, his mistress Clara Petacci, and several leading fascists were stopped by partisans near Lake Como. The couple was pushed from the vehicle and ordered to stand against a wall. When the partisans pronounced a death sentence on the dictator, Petacci embraced Mussolini and reportedly sobbed, "No, he mustn't die." The partisans, they shot Petacci, and she fell to the ground. Mussolini then opened his shirt and asked to be shot in the chest. The partisans, well, they obliged, but it took a couple of tries before El Duce was finally dead. Soon, all of their entourage had been killed, and they were thrown into the back of a van and taken to Piazzale Loreto in Milan. This was the location of a mass execution of partisans the year before. The corpses, they were beaten, kicked, and urinated on before they were left to hang upside down from a beam outside of a gas station for public revirement. People surged around to mock and spit on the bodies, and also to assure themselves that Duce was really and truly dead. When Adolf Hitler heard of Mussolini's undignified end, he was determined that he would not suffer the same fate. 2 days after Mussolini's death, he shot his new wife and longtime mistress Eva Braun, and then poisoned and shot himself. He ordered that both their bodies be burned after their deaths to prevent any post-mortem desecration. So on that rather dark note, I'm not going to go with my classic, I really hope you enjoyed that video, but I'm rather going to ask if you found it interesting, give us a like, and subscribe to this channel for new videos when we put them out. Like I always say, we're not quite on a regular schedule with these yet, but we probably will be soon. In the meantime, subscribe, hit the notification thing so you find out when by thing I mean bell, so you find out when we put out a new video, and as always, thank you for watching.